What's up, my beautiful people? This is your boy Stefan, your Afro-Grenadian ambassador. Yes, I am back. To all my viewers, subscribers, channel members, I love you all. Thank you very much for supporting, liking, sharing this channel. Well, my brothers and sisters, in today's video, we have shocking news, unexpected news. Kenco, a popular rum distillery here on the island of Grenada, has shut down operations. This have just happened moments ago. Kenco have now shut down all operations, and Grenadians are asking the question, what's next? It's a recent developing story, so we don't know all the details as yet, but we are learning Kenco will no longer be operating on the island of Grenada, or the administration per se. Let's say that the administration of Kenco are shutting down their operations here on the island. What does this mean for Grenada and Grenadians? Especially, what does this mean for Grenadians who are working on the sugarcane plantation? Let's take a listen.
The news of Kenco's closure came as a surprise to many, including the Bank and General Workers Union, BGWU, which represents about 20 individuals who were employed in Kenco's maintenance department. BGWU President Joseph Mitchell said the union learned of this closure during a meeting called by the company last Wednesday.
It was a bit surprising to us, really and truly, because over the last few months, we were engaged in negotiations with the company, and we actually had concluded the negotiations. What was left for us to do, really, was just to sign off by the collective agreement by the Labour Commissioner. So when they invited us, actually, as we said to them, we thought actually, we were just going to go through the document and fine-tune and ensure that we sign off. We haven't had the opportunity to meet with our members yet. We are hoping to do that sometime tomorrow. Once we meet with them, we should be in a better position to really say something more.
President General of the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union, TAWU, who represents a smaller portion of Kenco workers, told GBN he was unaware of the closure. Established in 2016, Kenco Limited was created to grow and deliver sugarcane to the Renegade Rum Distillery at Conference St. Andrew. Over the years, the company expanded its operations, cultivating 300 acres along the east coast of the island. The management of Renegade Rum Group has assured that all employees will be fully compensated for their service and has expressed gratitude for their contributions. Mitchell said the union has concerns regarding benefits and compensation for the affected employees, which have already been communicated to Kenco management.
This morning we wrote the company asking them to provide us with a listing of the workers that is currently being severed and the benefits that they would be paid, because obviously we would have sat down, had certain agreement in terms of terminal benefits, in terms of salaries and all those sort of things. And so it would be interesting to see what would be the settlement figures, because obviously we have a view that we already settled on terminal benefits, which is superior to the Labour Code. We settled on salaries, which should have taken effect in January. And so all those now, in terms of finding the terminal figure, you have to factor in all those things that has been agreed to.
The closure of Kenco Limited marks a significant shift in Grenada's agricultural landscape as the Renegade Rum Group moves forward under new ownership. The new owner's identity has not been disclosed, although one source told GBN that the entity is foreign-based. GBN's request for a comment by Kenco on Monday has not yet been answered.
And look, let me be real. I have never been a fan of Kenco, and especially with these sugar cane fields that they were doing, clearing off all the lands to plant sugar cane to produce rum, and that rum was exported to a first-class set of people. Now, I was never a fan of that, and I will never be a fan of Kenko in the near future. I do hope that this operation will be totally exterminated and that real industrial development for the benefit of Grenada will be brought in. I am hearing that they are looking to transfer ownership to someone else and it will be of a foreign entity. I don't think we don't need that here in Grenada. I do hope that the authorities will seize that opportunity to, use the lands that is already cleared, planting sugar canes, so we could produce something like sugar, something that we Grenadians could be proud of, or we can use that facility that will have the Grenadian stamp on it, owned by Grenadians. I really do hope that such decision will be made and that we will not bring in more foreign people here that will exploit our people, because I have never been a fan of Kenko. I've always expressed my views on Kenko. Having sugarcane fields here is just a reminder of the horror that our ancestors went through on the sugarcane fields. And it is what makes it even worse that our foreparents or our grandparents or parents that are working on these plantations today or on this sugarcane field when that is around the island, all over the island, they have complained that they are not treated fairly. So that in itself is a great deal of insult to us as Grenadians, knowing that what our ancestors have went through, and even today our parents, our grandparents, even Grenadians at large are complaining that they are not being treated fairly, they are not being paid fairly. And so I think we don't need any more rum here in Grenada. We don't need to, it's ridiculous. It was a ridiculous decision, or it was an unwise decision. Clearing the lands, the food, because many of these lands were estates people could have gone to and pick a breadfruit, pick fig, pick a zabuka or avocado pear, oranges. These were lands that had food on it, and we cleared it all out, all out to plant sugarcane to produce rum. Now, if we were planting sugarcane to produce something like sugar, or something, drinks, or we do something that would have been poured back into the economy, something that we Grenadians could have been proud of. Now that would have been fine. But to clear all these lands, plant sugarcane to produce rum, that is not acceptable. Especially also all these sugar cane fields all over the island. To me, I don't see the need for that. Because of our past, what our ancestors went through, we don't need any more of these things. It falls under the bracket of agriculture, yes, but it is not a proud thing when we are planting, using the land to produce rum. We already have enough rum distilleries here in Grenada. We have had over 160 rum distilleries here in Grenada. Some are still in existence, some are abandoned. But we have enough rum distilleries here in Grenada. We don't need any. What we need is using the land to plant food. That is what we need, to plant food. If we have to plant sugarcane, we use that sugarcane. They were planting sugarcane that can produce something that can benefit us as Grenadians, that can benefit the health and the wellness of the nation, of the Grenadian nation. This sugarcane that all over the island should be planted to produce sugar, because it does not take much, to do so. We could be proud if it's on a small scale, not something, we may not be able to do it big like Guyana and the rest of especially Guyana, but we could do something on a small scale level, because the population of Grenada is not that big after all. It does not take much. I always say we spend a lot of money, billions and millions of dollars on a lot of stuff, and we get it done. So there are things we can get done, in this world right now, in this time that we are living in, anything is possible. Anything is possible. The only thing that is not possible is man trying to reach heaven. But when it comes to this earth, and when you have money, anything is possible. So, I really support the move. To me, it's a wise thing that Kenko have done to shut down operations. However, I do hope that the unions, TAU and the other unions, will fight so that the workers will be compensated. Those workers that will be affected due to those closed down, because there's a lot of people right now who are affected. Some are currently paying loans. Some have things, and their livelihood depend on this job. And some people will be, the workers of Kenko will be out of jobs, and most people will not be able to pay the bills. So I do hope that something will be done, that these workers will be compensated, and we will see to it that these foreign people, because they have made enough money, out of the expense of the Grenadian labor and the Grenadian people. It was cheap labor that they was getting, just like, it was done in the past. So I do hope that we will not allow these people to leave the island without compensating the workers that work so hard in these sugar fields, in this specific or particular company. We have gone through too much trauma in the past. We have to ensure that we don't end up like our ancestors, that these workers will get compensated due to this close down. And I do hope that the government, the authorities, whoever will make the right decision, whoever will be on board or behind the scene in regards to this situation, they will make the right decision, that we will not allow foreigners to come back here, because it doesn't make sense. Kenko shut down, we transfer it to foreigners and they come back producing rum. No, we have to ensure that, I would like to see that this closure and the transfer of ownership will be to the Grenadian people, that Grenadians will own this company, and we will change over the whole name of this company, and we're going to use the fields, the land, to produce things that will benefit the Grenadian people, the economy, and not exporting things out there to benefit a 1% people. We're going to use the land to plant food. When we talk about agriculture, because the agriculture sector in Grenada here is neglected. Let's put it like that. It's really bad. The agriculture sector needs a boost, and we need to get things done. We need to plant back food on the land. We need to use the land for the right set of things. And that is my 2 cents. Okay, folks? So thank you for watching. God bless you. Until next time.